everybody, this is Bobby with Bobby Stamps, and like I promised, I have a cute little box. Let me grab this other one. I actually, hold on just a second. I need to fix the little lid. Okay, so this is the box that I told you yesterday that I would be sharing with you. I want to get the little trinket so you guys can see it right there. So how cute is the box? I love how this box turned out. And then when you open it, we've got some little Lindor chocolates in there. So I think handmade Christmas gifts, and I fit 4. I think I have 4 or 5. You could fit a lot more in there if you wanted to. But I love how this box turned out. I love the ribbon. I love both little elements of the snowflake, and this one's not going to want to behave. There we go. That's what I wanted you guys to see. So I just think it's so pretty. So I stamped it again with that beautiful stamp set, and this stamp set is only available till the end of the month, November 30th, or while supplies last. It's the Happiness Around, Snow is Glistening, and then you get the Snowfall Thinlits, and then they also have the snowflake trinkets, and that's what I used on the box I just showed you. So these are just super cute, and they have a little like rhinestone in the middle. So that's what we're going to be using today, the stamp set and the Thinlits. And I'm also, because we're going to heat emboss, we're going to use our silver embossing powder. So I'm going to use Versamark ink. I'm also going to be using Balmy Blue to stamp the snowflakes. I'm using all 3 of the snowflakes and the Joy Sentiment, again, just like we did yesterday on the Kleenex box. I'm going to use silver embossing powder, the trinkets. I'm going to use some tear and tape, and some Tombow multi-purpose. And then for the ribbon, I used the metallic silver-edged ribbon. And then to tie the trinket on, I used the silver metallic thread. And then I also used from the holiday catalog the galvanized clips. That's what's holding that on. And then I also used the smallest circle from the stitched shape framelits. We're going to pop that out on a piece of Scrap Whisper White. And then I also have the one of the larger snowflakes and a piece of silver glimmer paper that we're going to use. And then our base for our box is a piece of Balmy Blue. And this piece is 8 by 11 inches. And I'm just going to move it out of the way really quick because I just want to tell you, if you want to shop with me, if you do not have a demonstrator, you're not currently working with somebody, you're looking for a demonstrator, I'm in Indiana. And even if you live all over the United States, I have people everywhere. But this is on my blog. It's called Bobby Bucks, and it's reward bucks for my customers who shop with me on my online store. And how it works is you fill in this dollar amount, the date, and your order number, and it's $50 increments. It can't be $49.99. It's $50 before tax and shipping and handling. You track your orders, and then when you have this section filled in, then you fill in down here what you want worth of $40 supplies from Stampin' Up, and I order them, and they come mailed directly to you. So that's just an incentive for shopping with me for my customers. Like I said, if you're looking for a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. And then also I have a cute little wish list on my blog that you can print off and just so subtly leave for your loved ones to find. Item number, quantity, page, price, and then you can put your name up there. It has all of my contact information. If you want them to contact me if they live locally, and I've already had people take advantage of this, placing order for their moms, sisters, things like that. But if you live local to me in Indiana, I will even gift wrap for you for free. So if your husband has no idea, or your young children have no idea what you want, you can give them my phone number from that, or they can email me, and I can even place the order for them. Okay, let's get to making this box. So what I'm going to do is bring in my mat, and I'm going to cover it with the same piece of paper. This is a box I made on my Wednesday. I do a weekly Facebook Live every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I made this past Wednesday. And so I wanted to share it with you guys, just do a regular video so you don't have to put up with all the little chit chat. Now I'm going to use my piercing mat underneath because this is photopolymer, and you get a much better image when you have a cushion underneath. I just really hope that I'm careful, because today on my Facebook Live I went off. So I think what I'm going to do is actually just kind of do one of these things, and then I can kind of see where I'm at. But I just want to make sure. I kind of went off on this side. I didn't realize that I had gone as far over as what I did. Just like right now, I feel like I'm getting. So I'm just going to kind of scoot it this way now. Make sure you guys can still see. It didn't make for a very nice image. It left kind of the block is what, when it bent down, the block kind of rocked on the paper. It still worked out though. So you're just going to randomly stamp the snowflakes all over the box. Okay, and then that's the large one. Now I'm going to go in with the next size down, and we're just going to do some filling in, just so we have a nice random looking snowflakes. They're not all the same. And I like, see, I just went off right there. I like to kind of go off on the side. Hopefully that's going to be the side where the tear and tape goes. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in the smaller one, the smaller snowflake, and just randomly, I think my balmy blue might need to be re-inked. So I'm just going to kind of fill in where I feel like I have some missing areas. I'm going to do one right over here. Let's do one there. I think I'm going to bring in the larger one again and just kind of do some off to the side where I might have missed. Okay, I think that looks good. So we'll just leave that. And now I'm just going to close the balmy blue. Kind of move this off to the side for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and we will bring in, I'm just trying to move my blocks. I'm going to bring in the Big Shot and we'll die cut out that circle. And then I'm also going to die cut out the snowflake. And I'm just going to flip that over, the glimmer paper. I just feel like it cuts it easier if you flip your die over when you're doing that. And I'm going to run this through. I'm going to take the circle off, but then I'm going to run the snowflake back a couple of more times. Just, it helps it. I feel like it helps it the more that you can run it through. So that is going to be what we're going to heat emboss in just a second, and we'll run that through just a few more times will be good. I'm going to use my die brush, and my die brush has been making them just pop right out. So I'm just going to flip that over and just kind of get in those little crevices just like that, and then it should pop right out for us. Whoops, let me move this out of the way. Just pop that out, and any little ones that I didn't get with the brush, I can just pop right out with my stylist, with my piercing tool. Some of that want to hang on, just use your fingernail to get them to fall off. And this is kind of normal with the... Okay, so now I'm going to show you. I went ahead and did that just to show you how easy it is and how to do it. But when I did my Facebook Live, I told them it is hard for me to see. I wear glasses. So what I did was I went ahead and layered everything up the way that I wanted it. I put the little trinket on, and I will show you. It's just the galvanized clip. And then I just ran the metallic thread through one of the little openings of that snowflake and one of the little openings here. And then I just tied it. And just tied it in a knot, and then I made my bow, and I attached my bow with a glue dot. So I've already cheated just a little bit just to slow, make the video not be so long with you guys having to watch. I literally, the first one that I made, I literally had, it was like, I just kind of giggled because to me it was like fishing line. It was in one heck of a knotted up mess, I will just say that. So I thought, you know what, I need to do this beforehand because nobody needs to watch me struggle to try to get that done. Okay, so you're going to take your paper and you're going to have it on the long end, and you're going to score it at 2 5/8, 5 1/4, 7 7/8. You guys can see. Sorry about that. And then 10 1/2. Okay. And then what you're going to do is, to get the puffiness on the side, I just took my ruler and put it at the 4 1/2 inch mark here on this side. And then you're just going to score it at 1 1/4. Trying to hold my Simply scoreboard down. So at 1 1/4, we're just going to come up to the ruler, and then we're going to move down and do it at 6 1/2. And that's what's going to make the little puff in the side. Then you're going to turn it, and you're going to make sure that the skinny side that we just scored is down towards yourself or towards the bottom, however you want to look at it. And then you're just going to simply score it at the 2 inch mark. And then we're just going to take our scissors, and we don't need this first section, so let's just cut that out like so. And then we'll just cut up. This is going to be the bottom of the box, so we're just going to cut up. Okay, and then I'm going to burnish the score lines. Just fold everything over. You don't have to worry about the half ones that we did. Those will take care of themselves when we go to close up the box. Okay, and then just do the bottom. Flip it over. And let me grab some tear tape. And I do have the free PDF you can download on my blog with the supply list and the instructions if you're interested in that. Let's go ahead and put this tear tape on. I'm going to tear just a little bit more for this end right there. I tore too much, so we're just going to trim that off. And then I usually just take my bone folder and give it a nice little score there to make it stick down a little bit better. Okay, and then let's just flip this over, close that up, and then we're just going to take these two ends right here, and I'm just going to put a little bit, I'm just going to use Tombow really quick for time's sake. You can put just a little bit of Tombow. It's not going to take that much. Fold that over on that side, and then I'm just trying to figure out the front of my box. So I feel like I might have got off on my score lines because that is not wanting to close. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Tombow on each of the flaps. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get it to line up. And then I'm going to set it down and then just take my bone folder just to make sure that that is going to get adhered. I would use tear tape if you guys are going to send this to somebody. I'm not, so I'm not too concerned. So then you just pinch it, and you do kind of need to adjust that. And then you can kind of do something like that. And then you'll just put your galvanized clip on. Alright, like that. Flip that over, so that is how that works. Now we're going to emboss that little white circle. We're going to take some Versamark ink and just stamp the word joy. And then use your silver embossing powder. And then I always like to give it a little flick on the back. I'm going to use my tweezers because this is so small. I want to make sure I don't burn my fingers. I'm just going to turn my heat tool. I'm going to be careful with your heat tool. It gets very, very hot. Let me grab 2 Stampin' Dimensionals to pop right on the back. And I hope you guys shop in my online store. I hope you guys pick up the stamp set. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. And then I just kind of put it down. I wanted it to be a little bit in with the snowflake, but not over it. So there you guys go. That is that super cute little treat box. And a couple of days ago, or yesterday actually, I posted the video for the Kleenex box. So if you want to watch that video, it's on my YouTube channel yesterday. Thanks guys, and make sure that you visit my blog. It's bobbystamps.com.